And welcome to the Ford postgame show here in Santa Clara as they continue to assemble the stage for the trophy presentation. It's quite a production, by the way. After the game, Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. We'll talk to the MVP of the game. One big thing, his take on the new champs from Clemson and Tom Rinaldi and how this game, this big loss, the biggest of his career at Bama, will affect Nick Saban's legacy. It's on ESPN and also ESPN app. Well, Dabo said the first 15-0 champs ever. It's been a while. It wasn't this century or the last. It was a century before last. 1897, the Penn Quakers, over a 64-day span, they won those 15 games, beat a couple teams twice. The game has changed a little bit in the years, and to do it 15-0 in the playoff era is something else. Yale and Penn joining Clemson, but this is modern college football at the highest level, and what Clemson has done has not been done before, and the way that they did it. And Dabo Swinney will always probably think of this program as little old Clemson, as he said. Come on, he has built a machine there, stocked with five-star talent all over the field, and they take a backseat to no one right now, including Alabama after tonight.
No. They have elevated the program, and even coming into tonight, they elevated their program. But tonight, to be able to get their second championship in a few years with this class of seniors, the way they're able to go out, they made a decision to come back. You can almost feel when they came into this game that they believed that they could win. Some teams play Alabama and they hope that they can win. But because they've had recent success against them, they believe that they could win. And that's why I think it allowed them to get off to a big, quick start tonight.
After the tears, now it's hugs and smiles for Christian Wilkins. Time for the Tigers to get their trophy. And Reese Davis, our buddy, will preside over the trophy presentation. Down to Reese.
What a tremendous, dominant championship performance. And Clemson, the first undefeated champion of the playoff era at 15-0. Remarkable, thorough, game-winning performance, and now here to present the national championship trophy from the College Football Playoff is the executive director of the College Football Playoff, Mr. Bill Hancock. Bill?
Thank you, Reese. I want to congratulate both of these fine teams for their seasons, two of the most remarkable seasons in college football history. And now, on behalf of the conferences and institutions that manage the College Football Playoff, it's my honor to bring the national championship trophy to Coach Dabo Swinney and the Clemson Tigers.
Dabo, there is something different about elevating a program to a place where you win multiple championships. The second time winning a championship. What does that say about where this program is now?
Well, the past 10 years, one of the things I told these guys is everything we've done once, we've done again. That 2016 team won the Natty the first time and knocked the lid off our program. And I told these guys, we're going to win it again. It's just a matter of which team does it. And it just so happens that this group of seniors that just won their 55th game, they did it again. And I'm going to just say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, because it is a privilege for anybody to be able to experience a moment like this. So many coaches and great players never get this opportunity. And for us to get to do it twice, it's just the grace of God. It's a blessing. But at the end of the day, having done it, I appreciate this moment. But it's really more about our journey, our relationships, our grind, what it took to get here. And I'm so happy for our fans, our families, our players, our administration, our former players, a bunch of them here tonight that love the Paul. And we're going to enjoy this one. We got a nice spot to put it in our facility right by that other one. Now,
I hope you've got room in that facility.
We got twins. But let me say this. To God be the glory. And we're going to enjoy this tonight. But on Friday, we're going to have another team meeting, and we're going to get locked in on next year. A new journey.
You got some guys that can get you back. One quick question about the way in which you won this one. When did you feel that you had broken their will?
Well, I really thought coming in, I mean, Alabama is Alabama. I mean, it's unbelievable, but I felt like we had the better team. I felt like our leadership, our will to win, I could just sense it. And I felt like in the first half, the pick six kind of set the tempo. And then the first big play by Trevor, to me right then, I think we scored 4 out of the first 6 possessions, I knew we had the opportunity, even though we didn't run the ball great, but I knew that we were going to be able to dictate to the coverage that we were going to get from them. And our guys made plays. We came in with the mindset that we were going to play on the balls of our feet and we were going to attack. And we did. The whole night we attacked. And to be able to beat a great champion like this, I mean, it's just unbelievable. You just got to give credit to our staff and to these players for just their will to win. It was unbelievable.
Davo, congratulations.
Thank
a
you.
Tremendous performance.
Thank you.
Davo Sweeney, head coach of the national champions. We're going to get Trevor Lawrence in here. Trevor, as you might expect, the offensive MVP with a virtuoso performance. Trevor, you're the first true freshman quarterback to start and win a national championship game since 1985. What's the significance of what you've been able to accomplish in such a short period of time?
I mean, just my teammates, these coaches. It's not really about me being a freshman. It's just, I'm just so grateful to get to be a part of a team like this in any of my 4 years, much less my freshman year. It's been unbelievable. The leadership of these seniors and these coaches has been amazing. I've never been on a team that's been this focused and this driven.
When did you feel that you guys had complete and total control of the game?
Probably honestly when Justin made that crazy catch down there, I was like, man, I think we got this.
It's not a bad deal to have a guy like that, is it? Trevor, congratulations, man. What a performance. Trevor Lawrence, the offensive MVP of the national championship game. I want to welcome in Trayvon Mullen, who's the defensive MVP of the game. You guys absolutely shut them down, kept them out of the end zone after the first quarter. What did it mean to you to be able to stymie this offense that had gotten so much attention throughout the course of the year?
I mean, it meant a lot to us, especially as a defense. Having a defensive coordinator like Coach Brent Venables believing in us. He made sure we prepare well, we get all the preparation, we believe in each other, we go out there, we have an edge, we play with love, and we got the victory.
At what point did you feel like that you were dictating the terms of the game to them?
I mean, I feel like as soon as we got on that field, we felt like that. As soon as we stepped on that field, everything changed. We knew we was going to come out and win this game.
Trayvon, congratulations. Congratulations. Hey, let's see if we can get Christian Wilkins here. Christian, you. Campbell Trophy winner, national champion, 2 times over now. Tell me about the emotion that was coming out of you at the end of the game as the clock started to wind down.
I mean, it's just special, man. Just everybody on this team, all the work we put in, the coaching staff. I mean, people just don't get it, man, unless you're at Clemson, just how special everybody is and how special of a program we are. And now we 15-0. We beat the best team ever. I mean, so we 15-0, the best team ever, no one taking that away from us.
As you leave Clemson, was this a changing of the guard game where now you are the program against which everyone else is measured?
I mean, well, that's up to everybody else. We just try to be the best we can be. Day in and day out, we just try to be the best program we can be. And I mean, so that's up for y'all to decide. We're just going to take care of our business.
Christian, tremendous career, outstanding performance tonight.
Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.
Hey, we got something to say.
Cleveland's got something.
We on the West Coast.
The mic,
we on the West Coast.
We on the West Coast. We on the West Coast.
This is Cleveland Farrell, but
Hey, a lot of y'all might understand this, but if you want to cut for any of them recruits out there, if you want to come to a program where you got to worry about your coach, all up in the locker room, dancing, come to Death Valley.
Chris, That might be the strongest performance of my career. Wilkins and Farrell tried to take that mic away from me, but I was not giving it up. But they are the champions of the night. Chris, back to you.
Reese, you held your ground, but they made their point. I mean, a recruiting pitch on the way out the door from the two defensive line stars, as if he need a recruiting pitch after this.
Well, those two will be back next year, both the wide receivers, but you're right, that's pretty cool. It shows you how much they care about their program, not just about themselves.
What's the phrase they use? The love of the paw. Tiger paw prints all over the backside of Alabama. Kind of beat down we thought we would never see of a Saban team. An emphatic statement, a knockout in the third quarter, really, of round 4. We'll come back, take a look at the highlights of this game as we move towards SVP and Sports Center. The kid really is 19 years old, believe it or not. 2 more years of Trevor Lawrence to enjoy in college football.
The Ford Postgame is brought to you by the Ford F-150. It doesn't just raise the bar, it is the bar.
And we continue with the Ford postgame show. A look back at an electric night for the Clemson Tigers. This began the scoring. It was A.J. Terrell with a pick 6 as Tua was confused, Skirt.
Had him confused, showed man-to-man, jumped out of it, fooled him, made a good break on the ball, and took it to the house.
But Tua then answered, and on a 7-7 game, it was Travis Etienne with the first of his 3 touchdowns, 17 yards around the end.
At this point in the game, it looked like it was just going to be one of those games, a shootout, back and forth and back and forth. I mean, we had 21 points scored, and we weren't even 5 minutes into this game.
Alabama had the lead for the last time until Etienne's second touchdown standing up. And Clemson went on a 31-zip run to end this game. Here's a shovel pass for the hat trick.
And everything that they were calling was working. Into the first half was where the momentum really started to flip, and Alabama could not respond with their own offense. Big play here from freshman to freshman. Justin Ross gets off of Savion Smith, who went down with an injury. Outruns Deontay Thompson, who couldn't make a play in space. And Clemson was pulling away. Dabo Swinney showing some jets himself.
Yeah, they had 6 plays at 20-plus yards. 5 of them were passes by Lawrence. T. Higgins in on the act with a fingertip grab. They poured it on, and Bama had made some long drives trying to chip away. Just kept coming up empty in the second half.
Yeah, they just couldn't put it together on offense. Just not used to seeing Nick Saban's teams down like that. You mentioned 31 straight points, down 44-16. Tua confused the whole night, unlike Trevor Lawrence, who was in command. It's a 4th down call, desperation mode, trying to get to the corner, but no way they can get there with that Clemson defense. Farrell makes the play on that one.
And you said give coordinator Brent Venables a game ball. He's well paid, but he's got to be the best at his profession right now.
Yeah, man, he had an interesting confidence about him, a quiet confidence at our meeting yesterday, despite having to go up against Tua, made the right calls, and at the end of the night, Christian Wilkins, the seasoned veteran, and the true freshman quarterback embrace one another and celebrate that championship.
And Tua Tagovailoa, the hero, sprinting around in Atlanta after a game winner, consoled. He's got another season of college football, but this season belongs emphatically to Clemson Tigers, 15-0 national champions. Weighs about 50 pounds, and it will join its twin in the trophy case at Clemson. Tigers fans can celebrate the champion, the largest selection of officially licensed college football playoff championship locker room and fan apparel at shop.com, collegefootballplayoff.com. Well, this was an emphatic, strong statement by Clemson, something we thought we'd never see a Saban team routed like that. What's your takeaway from tonight?
Trevor Lawrence is a freak, and this Clemson team was incredibly well prepared. They outcoached Alabama. They outplayed Alabama. They deserve to win this. Complete domination from we kept talking about that Syracuse close call that they had. From that point on, when they got Trevor Lawrence back in the lineup against Wake Forest, they won by 20 or more every game that they played. Then they get into the playoffs with Notre Dame and, of course, Alabama, 74-19 in the playoffs. That's about as good as you can hope for if you're a Clemson fan.
They pretty much checked every box Dabo Swinney could hope for, right? Explosive plays. They won the turnover battle. They were almost flawless. Just the one penalty in the game. Didn't have a turnover. Didn't give up sacks.
Just want to tip our cap again to that defensive line. They all decided to come back together for this moment, for that confetti, to play this opponent, and they got what they wanted, and they're the champs.
You saw Christian Wilkins and Hunter Renfro, two of the seniors who cap an incredible career. 55 wins in their careers, matching the total of the Alabama seniors, each with 2 national champions. The Clemson Tigers, perfection this season, 15-0. The first undefeated champs of the playoff era, and the first 15-0 major college champion in the modern era. A near flawless performance. Round 4 was a knockout for the challengers out of the orange corner. 44-16, a 31-zip run down the stretch. Partner, enjoyed it. Proud to share a booth with you. Maria Taylor, Tom Rinaldi, Bill Bonnell, producer, Derek Mobley, the director. Thanks to Darren and Mark and Blackie, our entire crew up here in the booth. It's been our pleasure to bring you college football all season long. SVP and SportsCenter with more post-game coverage coming right up.